Hello and welcome to the Behold Gamers YouTube channel. My name is Shane and today I'm going to be talking about using an Elgato Stream Deck to help streamline. Oh god, that's terrible. I'm very excited about this video today because I'm going to show you how you can use the Avra bot with just a click of a button. Stay tuned. Before we get into the video, thank you guys again for visiting the Behold Gamers YouTube channel. I just wanted to direct you to beholdgamers.com where you can sign up for our Adventure Guild. This is an online Dungeons & Dragons opportunity for kids ages 9 to 14. Our sign-ups right now are for the month of April. We're going to have 2 games every week. Again, kids ages 9 to 14 can sign up, so visit beholdgamers.com to find your opportunity to sign up your child for this awesome experience. Alright, so now for how I was able to use one button to execute an entire command for the Avra bot to follow in my Discord server. Very simple, it's one product. A lot of video game streamers are using this product. I've also seen a lot of videos on how it's being used for productivity, just people with home offices or people who want to automate a lot more of their home offices or home spaces. It is the Elgato Stream Deck. I picked one up for our Saturday Morning War Tunes game that we stream right here on YouTube. But this Stream Deck, it's really an advanced macro machine. So let me pull you up here to what I wanted to show you. So if you take a look at this screen, on the left, I have my home screen for my Stream Deck. And then on the right, I have my gameplay channel on a special server that I created for the purposes of this video. On the left, you can see my Stream Deck setup. I have a couple of different buttons. So I've got one that I use. It's a folder for my Saturday Morning War Tunes stream. I've got all the commands in there. You can see if you're a fan of the old school Baldur's Gate games, I've got the logo there. I have an OBS, which just opens up my OBS, which I'm using to record this video right now. And I've got my recording folder. But I wanted to show you this Discord button. So I'm gonna hit this Discord button on my Stream Deck. I could hit it on the computer, but I wanna show you. I'm just gonna hit it once on my Stream Deck. And I've got a few buttons and folders already set up. So the first one is my talk button. This is my key to have my push to talk function activated. On my Discord server here, if I had my voice channel up and running, all I would need to do is push and hold that push to talk. It would activate and I could let go and it will stop. You can also set this to activate and hold that F5 button for you, and then push to deactivate it. So if I were in my voice channel, all I would need to do is hit that push to talk button on my Stream Deck, and my players would be able to hear what I have to say, or players in Dungeon Master if I myself am a player, which actually the setup I have here is mostly for being a player in a Discord server. So let's take a look at these folders I have. I have abilities, saves, skills, attacks, and spells. So right now I've built this server around Destructo, my son Tristan's character on our Saturday Morning War Tunes game. So let's go ahead and open up this abilities folder. And for this is simply ability checks. If I were to hit the strength check button, you can see there on the Discord server right next to us, he makes a strength check and it shows on the board for everyone to see. Simple, one click of a button. Same thing for Constitution, same thing for Intelligence. Any check I want to make, I've already programmed it into this Stream Deck so I don't have to type it out. And so the way I execute these commands is very simple. If you look, I'll open up the strength button here on my Stream Deck. So if you look at the bottom, I've got the title STR just so that it fits on that button. If I were to spell it out entirely, it kind of starts to overrun the button. So I've just abbreviated it. And so underneath, all I did was create a simple text input with the press enter after message tab activated. You can see here, if I were to create a new one, very simple, very easy to do. I add in a text, we'll recreate it basically from the start, str, and then I'm going to input the Avra command that is necessary for that check. So that is exclamation point, check space, strength. And once you have check strength listed in there, just hit that press enter after message tab. And when I come back over to my Discord server, one click of the button, Destructo makes a strength check. Perfect, easy to do. So I've done the same thing for all the saves. I have a save folder here for strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. I've done everything for all the skill checks. I've gotten all of the skill checks listed in here, as you can see. I also have done it for all of Destructo's attacks. This actually opens up an opportunity for something new. So you look at the page here, you can see there is one symbol that is different from the others, and that is my unarmed strike. I'm going to show you what happens when I try to execute this command first in the Avra bot. So I'm going to do the exact command as it should be. So it's exclamation attack unarmed strike. And I'm going to type it out so you can see what happens inside of the Discord server when I hit enter. So here it goes. All right, so multiple matches found. Now I have played around with this for quite a bit now, and I have found that you can actually pre-select which of these it will trigger with just one click of a button on your Stream Deck. And here's how you do it. So let's come back here. You see this button on unarmed strike. You see that symbol is a little bit different. All I did was take a multi-action and created a multi-action. And from there, I'm going to add in a new text, and that text is going to be my attack. Now let's try that again in Discord and take a look and see which one of these options I want to select. Unarmed strike is number 1. We are going to do that. Very simple. I'm going to drag over another text block with the number 1, press enter after message. So let's come back up. I don't have a title for this one. I didn't figure I'd need a title for it, but watch what happens. I'm going to hit that one button and it shows me my unarmed strike. So using a multi-action, I'm able to pre-select exactly which option I want it to be. So far, I haven't had any trouble with it changing options on me at all. It's always been the same. For Dungeon Masters, so you can see here, I have an entire folder with just DM on it, because there's a lot of commands that DMs might want to use. For instance, I have a lookup folder here. For instance, Dungeon Masters are in charge of initiative. So I've set it up so that I can hit one button, that start button, and it starts initiative. If I wanted to do that on its own, you can see the command init begin right there. And then following that is going to be init end. But here I did another multi-action. This one is a little bit different though. For this one, I created a 2-step process in order to end combat initiative. So in order to just end combat altogether. Now I'll come back here and you can see I'm going to hit end once, and it's going to ask, as you can see on the very bottom, are you sure you want to end combat? Reply with yes/no, and all I've done there is entered yes. So with that multi-action, you can see I have step 1 here and step 2, and step 2 is literally just the text yes. So that by pressing the button again, I can authorize it to end that combat. I also have a tab for init next. You can see here, init next will allow me to move on in the initiative order. And then what I also want to do is add monsters into this initiative order as well. So let's create a tab just to insert monsters. And this will be crucial for Dungeon Masters because this is going to be the one time we're not going to use that press enter after message. So for this, simply grab one of those text boxes, drag it over. All right, so let's do our combat initiative again. So let me type this in here. So it's going to be exclamation point, init MADD, and then I'll do goblin. And so what that does is it adds a goblin to the combat. And so by simply using that same method in that text block without hitting enter, all I would need to do back here on my Discord server is hit that one button and I can type in exactly what I want to. Let's say vampire. And there we go. It was added into the initiative order. And so there you have it. By using a combination of text inputs, multi-actions, multi-action switches, and some other text without the enter after the message, you can completely streamline your Discord game with one click of a button. A little bit of work in the outset, but once it's there, I promise you it'll speed up your gameplay that much more. Again, thank you for checking out the Behold YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe, leave a like on this video if you found it useful, and as always, have fun, learn lots. Ah! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
2 nat ones.
I had critical hit. I had a critical hit. Critical hit. I had a critical hit. Come on. What is this foolishness? All right. So you take 4 piercing damage.
It's your foolishness.